Hey, my name is John and I'd like to share what God has done in my life. About a year ago, I was driving my car home on a Friday night and my alternator belt broke like right around the corner from my apartment. So, I pull in and my car starts to overheat, but I turn it off and everything and, let it cool down, and I check all the stuff and everything seems to check out. Next morning, I call a tow truck, I get it towed to a shop, and I get them to fix it, and it costs a little bit of money. At this point in my life, I couldn't really afford to just pay somebody to fix everything on my car, So Sunday, I came to church and the message was on the big give, what we do here at Southview, and the message just really, struck something in my heart, and I just kind of kept it with me throughout the service and on my way home. And on my way home again, check engine light comes on, some other lights come on, all the lights that you don't want to see on your car. After just having to pay to get it fixed for the alternator belt, I'm okay, now I got to figure out what's wrong with it now. So I drive it up to AutoZone or something like that, and I get them to check it out, and they give me a list of everything that's wrong, and and at this point, like I said, I can't afford to just go on all and fix that stuff. So I go home and I'm praying about it, and what was on my heart about the big give from the message earlier that morning, I decided to go to Southview's website and give what I made on my last paycheck. I've never given to a church before. I didn't really know what it meant. I didn't really know how to necessarily go about it, and so I just did it. I didn't know why I was doing it. I just felt compelled to do it right then and there and see what God was going to work in my life, through that. So I gave, and the next morning I had a doctor's appointment, and the previous time I had this appointment, insurance did not cover it, and that stuff gets expensive too. So I really didn't know how I was going to be able to afford doctors and the car stuff and all that. So I was just really struggling, and went to the doctor's office and get everything done there, and go to check out, and the lady says, I asked how much I have to pay, and she's like, oh, there is no charge. And I'm like, hold on. So I leave the doctor's office without paying a dime. I then go to get my car. Look, I was like, hey, don't fix anything, run it by me before you just go, adding things to a list that I gotta pay for. So I take it to a car shop, and they come back, they're like, hey, all you gotta pay is this maintenance fee. We fixed everything. There was some electrical issues that wasn't too big of a deal. There was, this and that, and they fixed everything free of charge, other than just a typical maintenance fee. They didn't charge me for any parts, anything. I hope that encourages you guys to take the leap of faith to, not just in your finances, but in your relationships and everything like that. The same way I did, I gave the last couple $100 out of my bank account to, just trust God, and He did provide. Even though I wasn't necessarily sure that He would, He did, and I just encourage everyone to take that leap of faith. It's a hard thing to do, but it's definitely worth it, and you will see the way God moves through your life when you step out on faith and allow Him to work.